Lord Almighty has just spoken with me just a few minutes ago about the nation of Kenya, and He has taken me to the land and shown me the land of Kenya and distress that is coming abound in this land. I'll describe the following. He took me to a place, and I saw that place that it looks more like there was a school there, and at that school, at the door, I could see students. They're dressed in white. They have the white blouse or white shirt, and they were climbing on a podium there. And then after that, the Lord took me to the door. This looked like the door to someone's house. And as I opened the door, before I opened the door, there was this daughter here. There was a girl there that all of a sudden did not feel well. She did not feel well, and she began to feel pain and go down on the floor, and then began to remove a lot of water. Okay, she got up from the floor. She went on a seat where other children were sitting, and when she sat there, she laid her head on another seat, on the seat, and she began to remove a lot of water from the mouth. A lot of water uncontrollably from the mouth. And then I see someone trying to open the door. Then the lady who first enters into the room says, no, she needs to be taken for surgery. You're talking about the girl who was removing a lot of water from the mouth. She needs to be taken. We need to look for money so we can take her for surgery. We don't have money to take her for surgery. And so we need to look for money and take her for surgery. And then eventually at the end, I saw that other students and other members of that family had put her on the floor now, on the soil, on the cement, on the floor of that house. And she was lying there. And then I was wondering, this is someone who is already not feeling well. And she's on the floor again. She's put on the floor and without a mattress. And then when I checked the floor on which they put her, the Lord wanted me to see all this. The floor was broken. It was cement which is broken with holes. So the cement part of it is like very patched and deep holes. Then I'm like, how can a sick person lie on these holes in the cement? This is not even a straight cement whereby you could lie there without a mattress, but still as a sick person so that she can find some rest. Then I realized that the floor, so someone put a bed sheet, but the floor was holes on the floors, on the cement floor. So you could see the holes. It's not even comfortable at all. And she was now put there. And the woman in that house was saying that I need to look for money to take her for surgery. There's too much water in the stomach. The doctor said they want to operate. And so she was lying there, and another bed sheet covered her. And then what happened, as the owner of the house went towards the door, and the Lord normally uses his servants in this entire process. As I went to open the door, the owner of the house went to open the door. Then young men attacked the owner of the house at the door. They forced their way in. They said, we want money here. These are thugs. They became thugs. Young unemployed men, so many young men, so many of them, they stormed the house. They overwhelmed the house. They entered the house. When they entered the house, they held the owner of the house, the lady, from the neck. They said, produce money now. They are thugs. So this is a situation of very serious unemployment. And but she's looking for money for this daughter here to be taken for surgery. And then the floor on which the daughter is lying is a broken floor. The house is broken. Now the cement has been broken. It's holes. And then these thugs enter and raid the house. They're looking for money. And she's telling them, I'm going to call the police. They will shoot you. And at one point she's telling them that, I have a gun. But it was not true. She did not have a gun. I will shoot you if you enter here. I have a gun. and they knew she did not have a gun. So they entered and held her by the neck to produce money. Then they lifted her by the neck on the wall, as if they wanted to kill her. They said, produce money. And after that, and then I woke up. So the Lord has spoken about a very serious economic situation coming to the country. That is depravity and lack and crime. So these young men you see roaming around, calling themselves goons and what have you, they now mature up into thugs and raid homes. But you can see even the floor of that house is broken. The cement now is only patches here and there. But there's holes throughout the house. A lot of deep holes. Even no patient. The patient could not find a flat place to sleep on. That is poverty. The Lord is talking about now lack, depravity. A serious economic crisis is coming. And you can see that the young men you see in Kenya who are saying goons or what, they graduate into thugs. So they raid homes in large numbers. They go from home to home, and I can see they were armed with knives and what have you. They raid homes. So there is need for repentance in the land. The Lord has spoken. This is serious distress. And you can tell that this is the kind of distress that also signals the coming of the Messiah. You cannot fail to lose your focus on the time we are in, the times. This now bespeaks that depravation, that degradation that takes place at the end time. And so it all converges together with the diseases, with the earthquakes and the wars. But you can see the Lord has spoken about lack, depravity, unemployment, the house is broken, poverty. So families will not be able to sustain themselves. The young men you see calling themselves goons for hire, go beat so-and-so, go attack which meeting, attack which politician, they now graduate into thugs because it shows me they have beard, a little beard, now a small goatee beard, which means they have grown up into now they have become thugs. And they raid the door. And then the owner of the house saying, I will shoot you. I'll call the police. I have a gun. I will shoot you. They don't care. They said, no, they don't care. Meaning, even if you have a gun, they will not care. That is really extreme desperation. This is what the Lord has spoken coming the nation of Kenya. So the Lord needs repentance. The Messiah is coming. Thank you. Just a few minutes ago, the Lord took me all over Kenya and showed me this. Thank you.
Prepare the way. The Messiah is coming.